For this project, I'm going to show you how to make exploding tip blow darts. Throw them in a hard surface and these little firecrackers explode on impact, making a startling little bang as they do. You can throw them by hand or use them with the blowgun we made in a previous project, but either way, these quick and easy cap crackers are sure to give you a satisfying bang for your buck. Let's start this project with a pack of ring caps, some paper snow cone cups, and number 6 machine screws. The screws I found are 2 inches long and come in a pack of 5 for about $1, and if you got the same pack I did, you'll find 5 hex nuts in there as well, which should come in handy in just a minute. Okay, let's set a snow cone on the table pointy side facing up, then tear off a small strip of duct tape. Stick the tape on the cone so the edge is a little higher than the tip, then wrap the ends around one at a time. I'm using duct tape because it'll help reinforce the paper and make it a little more weather resistant. Now if you don't have paper snow cones handy, it's no problem. You can always make your own cones out of paper or sticky notes like we did in the laser blowgun project. Okay, let's push the tip of the cone into a piece of 1/2 inch PVC tubing and you'll see the edges mark a little indent at the top of the cone the same size as the tube. So if you flatten the cone and cut along the inside markings at the tip, you'll end up with a little stabilizer cone the perfect size for your darts. While we're here, let's cut a small piece off the very tip as well because we'll need this small hole for the screw to fit through in just a second. I made 4 more stabilizer cones in just a couple of minutes, and now that we have improvised fletchings for each of the 5 screws, let's get busy putting these cap darts together. To set the dart cones in place, simply pull a screw through the hole at the tip until the head catches on the inside of the cone. And to prep it for gluing, try threading a nut onto the very tip of the screw. You'll see this way the darts stand upright with the open end facing upward, which is really cool because now we can easily squirt a dab of hot glue in the top and seal the two together. You'll only need to fill the cones about halfway with hot glue, then give them a couple minutes to cool and set. Now to finish the darts off, we need to add a little weight to the tips so they'll fly straight, and you can see that shifting the center of gravity is as easy as threading a second nut into position at the top. The nut should sit about a 1/4 inch back from the tip, and if you want to make sure they don't move out of place, try dripping a little thread lock or super glue in between the threads. If you're in the mood to add a little style to your darts, try picking up a pack of brass number 6 screw nuts like these. By changing the colors of your hex nuts, you can give your darts a bit of class. Alright, our cap dart is finished and ready for action. We just need to charge the tip so it'll explode on impact, and that's only as difficult as reaching for a pack of ring caps. I found mine at a local super center, and sometimes you can find them at the dollar store as well. Use a pair of scissors to slowly and carefully cut the individual caps off the rings, making sure you don't accidentally cut through them. And within seconds, you'll have yourself 8 impact-sensitive blast caps ready to go. Just for fun, I went ahead and cut the caps off every ring in the package and ended up with 216 explosive charges at an average cost of $0.01 each. That works out to about 100 bangs for your buck. Not bad. Now looking around for a convenient place to store these blast caps, I realized the container for the crazy glue could be a really great option. It's pretty much garbage anyway, but rather than throwing it away, let's put it to good use. Just like that, we've got a pocket-sized storage container filled to the brim with extra ammo. Now the reason I chose number 6 machine screws for these darts was because they're the perfect size for these particular ring caps. And to load the detonator cap, all you need to do is slowly and carefully push the bolt straight down inside the cup. That's how easy it is to lock and load. It's impact sensitive, so to crack the caps, try dangling the dart high above the sidewalk, then simply let it go. You'll see the darts pop as soon as they make contact with a hard surface, and they make a satisfying bang every time they do, which should be just loud enough to startle anyone not paying close attention. Now I designed these darts to be used with the laser blowgun we made in a previous project, and even though they're a heavier kind of ammunition, they're still impressively accurate at close range. When the darts hit a wooden target, the force of the explosion actually blasts little chunks of wood out of the center. So even though ring caps are relatively safe for the most part, it is important to use caution and be extra careful where you aim them. If you don't have a blowgun, just try throwing them by hand. They throw the same way you'd launch a dart, and if you lob one high into the sky, it'll plummet to the ground and impact with a crack. By the way, you can pack more power into your explosions by layering up the blast pads. I tried using a small precision screwdriver to carefully pry the pads out of the cups one at a time, then pack 4 of them into one single cup. The modified caps get loaded the exact same way, the only difference is that this time, the explosion makes your ears ring a little bit longer. Well, now you know how to convert machine screws and ring caps into a handful of impact-sensitive cap darts. So whether you intend on making a handful of exploding stun darts for your blowgun quiver, or just making a simple toy for your kids to explore science, a homemade cap dart is sure to be a blast. By the way, if you want an even cheaper option, try using 2-inch finishing nails like these. They work perfectly well for blow darts, and you can make 40 of them for around $2. Well, that's it for now. If you like this project, perhaps you like some of my others. Check them out at thekingofrandom.com. Hey guys, if you're like me and appreciate getting the most bang for your buck, then I want you to try an experiment to see what happens when you invest a few bucks back into yourself. Think about this for a second. There are 24 hours in a day and you sleep for 8 of them, which means you spend at least a third of your life in bed. That's a lot of time to be spending laying down, so I'm challenging you to test out a luxury hybrid foam mattress from Casper.com. My wife and I switched to Casper back in January, so I can tell you from experience that it makes a huge difference to how you feel in the morning. It has a hand-sewn cover that's breathable and aesthetically pleasing, and the mattress is engineered with premium latex foam on top, supported by a layer of high-density memory foam underneath. That means these mattresses will contour to your body while still maintaining a firm and healthy bounce. Try it for up to 3 months, and if it doesn't work for you, Casper will refund your money and send someone to your house to pick it up free of charge. These mattresses are made in America and sold online, which cuts out the middleman, so you don't have to spend $1,500 on big-name brands. Instead, simply go to Casper.com/thekingofrandom and get a mattress from between $500 for twin size to $950 for luxury king sized. And if you use the promo code TheKingOfRandom, you'll get an extra $50 off the price tag just for watching this video. There's free shipping to the US and Canada, and don't forget, you have 100 days to return it. So seeing how there's no risk, I challenge you to experiment with the Casper mattress and spend the next 100 days getting a better night's sleep. That's it for now. Thanks for your support, and I'll see you in the next project video. Talk to you then.